am so excited to even be talking about this particular principle because as a whole, it's what Eden represents. Like Eden's whole mission is relationship is your North Star. And so I love that principle because, and it's why our number one principle, because it really sums it all up for me. But I want to talk about the first line specifically and share where Rano and I have really honed this in our own life. And again, that first line was, we hold with reverence that each person's romantic partnership is a spiritual practice. So the whole idea of being in practice of relationship is something that is required to have a great relationship. And so Rano and I, through many things that you've learned about in Eden or might be learning about in Eden World, we make our relationship a practice. And our epic date nights specifically is one of the ways that we practice being in relationship. We work together, we live together all the time, we're just together all the time. And it's very rare that we're apart. We actually have to consciously choose to sleep in a different bedroom one night a week. So we can just get some space and, sovereignty in a very healthy way, an agreed upon way. So it doesn't happen by maybe a blowout or whatnot.
Which is part of the spiritual practice.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Rano. That is exactly, it's part of the spiritual practice. And so it is recognizing that everything that happens in relationship is in service to the betterment of your sovereign self, and therefore ultimately will serve the we-ness, the relationship. And so to create practices for that. And so again, our mission here in Eden is to bring more practices so that all of you can be in the relationship as your North Star. But some of our personal ones is sleeping apart, having epic date nights, having regular sacred space practices. What else would you say, Rano?
For me too, it's definitely the practices and the different aspects of it. But to me, it's more about, like, yes, it's all those things that we do, but it's more about how I be, for me personally, everything that I'm thinking about or navigating is about how can our relationship be better? How can we have more connection, more intimacy, more wealth, more time for our friends? And so I'm using that as like my center point to make decisions from. And then sometimes it's not great for me, but it's great for us. So it'll ultimately be great for us and me. But in the moment, it doesn't feel like that. So that's just one of the ways. I could go on and on, but I'll keep it short so that way we can hear from everyone else. But like that, to me, it's about how I hold it in my beingness and how I think about it and how I move about it. It's a spiritual practice, kind of like meditation or holding it in my being.